All right, so let's talk about magazines today, shall we? We're going to talk about USGI mags versus Pmags. Now, I get this question a lot because these are the two big dogs out there. These are the two most used AR magazines out there on the market, and they should be. They are both incredibly well designed, reliable, durable magazines that function great, hands down. You're going to be happy with either one of them. But I still get the question, which one do I prefer? And which one do I recommend for the purposes of stockpiling? Because we're going into election season, right? And we're going into potential panic buying season, and people want to make sure they've got what they need before something happens and they might not be able to get it anymore. Completely understand that. So here's going to be my recommendation. Now we're going to go through 4 quick little bullet points to kind of get down to which one I ultimately recommend. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First up, let's talk about reliability. Now, Pmags are ridiculously reliable. They've been around for what, 10 years, give or take, and they have more than proven themselves as a very, very reliable AR magazine. But I'm going to tell you what, USGI mags have been around for over 60 years. They simply have too long of a track record to even allow Pmag to give them a run for their money. These things have proven themselves. These simple little aluminum body magazines have proven themselves time and time again in wars, in battles, in combat, in self-defense situations. Reliability wise, track record wise, Pmags cannot compete with these. Now maybe in 50 years, talk to me again when Pmag is still around and kicking ass and taking names as a reliable magazine, that's great. But as of right now, USGI mags take the cake when it comes to proven reliability. Now, let's talk about how this stuff works with your gear. Let's do a quick little size comparison here. Line up the back, line up the top. You can see Pmag sticks out a little further this way, sticks out a little further this way, and is actually thicker from side to side because of these little ribs. Now, that does not affect how these magazines function in your rifle at all. They do not affect reliability or durability. What they do affect is the fact that if, like me, let's say you run double mag pouches and triple mag pouches, and knowing that the vast majority of gear that is designed for AR magazines is designed around a USGI mag, what it means is that you start to have problems fitting multiple magazines inside your gear. Now that may not be an issue for you. It's not an issue for a lot of people, but for me it is. I like to run double and triple mag pouches, and especially with my triple mag pouches, I can easily fit 3 USGI mags in a triple mag pouch. I cannot fit 3 Pmags in a triple mag pouch. I can only fit 2. To me, that's an issue. So that's going to mean that I'm going to give that little point to the USGI mags. Now, let's talk about durability. Pmags are ridiculously durable. The fact that they're made out of a flexible polymer that if it gets crushed a little bit, it can pop right back into place. It's an amazing design. It works well. It's certainly better than the aluminum design in that if, let's say, this thing got run over by a truck and it actually pushed it into the point to where it started to bend, well, it's not just going to pop back into place. You're either going to have to mess with it or throw it away. Whereas this, you're probably going to be able to salvage that magazine because it's probably just going to pop right back into place. Now, obviously, you do run the risk of cracking it depending on how much weight's on it and for how long a time, whereas you're never going to crack one of these. So a little bit give and take, but in general, I'd say the polymer is very, very durable because it can flex. Now, some people will say that because it flexes here at the feed lips like that, they don't like that. They want rigidity up here, and some magazines have designed it to where this is steel up here. I believe it's the Lancers and a couple others like that. Whereas you get something like this that obviously there's no flex. Maybe it's a pro to you, maybe it's a con, I don't know. I'm gonna give durability to the Pmags just because of that flex, because what are the chances you're actually going to be running over anything to the point to where it's going to crack this and yet still not bend this? Probably not much. So we'll give durability to the Pmags, not by much, okay, in my opinion, but enough. The flexibility on these is a good thing. Now, finally, let's talk about price. There really is no contest. I can pick these up for $8-9 a piece. These are anywhere from 13 to 16, 17 bucks a piece, depending on which gen you get and whether or not it has the window. There really is no comparison there. If I've got $100 to spend on magazines, my money is far better spent on USGI mags than Pmags simply because I can get more. Even if, let's say one of my magazines, because I decided to go with USGI aluminum body magazines, let's say one of them does get dented in for that $100 worth of magazines I bought. Well, guess what? I'm still going to have at least 2 more of these than I would have had of these if I bought $100 worth of these magazines, because I'm going to be able to buy probably 3 more of these than I would of these if I've only got $100 to spend. So, in the end, reliability goes to USGI. Works with gear goes to USGI. Price goes to USGI, but I will give durability to the Pmags. All in all, that's 3 to 1. All right. If you're talking about stockpiling, if you're talking about building up a good little surplus of these magazines just in case you can't pick them up later, hands down the smart choice is USGI mags every single time.